but we'll move along in the meantime to James Madison and Liberty. James Madison, 8.5-point road favorites, 48.5 the total in this game. Liberty's bad. I laid it with JMU. Now, it's interesting because Liberty's taking the money here. This was as high as 10 with JMU, James Madison, as road favorites. Seeing a little buyback here on Liberty, maybe because they're home underdogs. Maybe people are seeing, hey, maybe it's finally some value on this Liberty Flames team. Yeah, potentially. I just think they're a pretty bad football team right now. James Madison's a lot better. And I think that could end up being the difference here in this game. So I like JMU. There's not much to like about Liberty. Their defense has fallen off. Quarterback play has been nowhere near as good as it was in the Caden Salter days. That's also been an issue. I mean, when you're only scoring 13 points against Bowling Green on the road, plus they're 0-3 against the spread. They haven't covered a number yet. Ethan Vasco is terrible. I'm actually surprised. Now, maybe because I think here's the thing with Ethan Vasco. He comes from Coastal Carolina. But remember where Jamie Chadwell coached before Liberty, Coastal Carolina. So I think he recruited Ethan Vasco to Coastal. And then he said, you know what, I'll bring him over to Liberty now after Caden Salter left, see if I can get something out of him. Because I liked him enough to recruit him and bring him into Coastal. So let's see what we got. He just can't play. Sorry, Jamie Chadwell, you made a miscalculation recruiting that guy. He's just not very good. He's just not a very good college quarterback, Ethan Vasco. He has just not been very good for Liberty. But it says it's not just the offense and the quarterback play. Defense just not as good as it's been. Now, last year we saw at times the Liberty defense wasn't as good. This year it's continued. They're not that same defense. So, I don't understand the adulation here with the betting markets taking Liberty, but bringing this down to 8.5. I'm laying it. I think James Madison's going to win by double digits here. I think they're that much better than Liberty. Another thing too to factor in here is that one of the issues with Liberty has been the fact that on defense this team's given up 226 rushing yards per game. That's 132, and James Madison wants to run the football. So not only have they been terrible stopping the run, that's what James Madison wants to do the most on offense with Barnett, the quarterback. They want to run it, and they can bring Sluka in, the backup quarterback for a package of plays, and he can run it. So I think it's a bad matchup too for Liberty. So I'm laying it. Lay it or don't play it for me. C-Mac, what do you think? James Madison, Liberty.
I agree. As dogs at home, they got 10, but I was tempted then. I just don't think Liberty is very good. The offense can't move the football, and the defense doesn't look very good at all. I mean, this team scored 24, Jacksonville State, we talked about them, but they gave up 34. And last week, it just really couldn't do anything. They didn't score anything in the first half. I mean, that game was 10-0 at halftime.
Yep. Goose egg. Yep.
Goose egg. I kind of did some stuff late. James Madison off the bye here, kind of the break. I think they play well. I think Liberty's just going down. This is a little bit just going off a past couple of years. They're just a different team. There needs to be adjusted, this line. And I'm shocked that it's going down. It's kind of scratching my head a little bit. But everything I've seen, Liberty's not very good right now.
I totally agree with that. Oh, yeah.